Hello, my name is Sandra. Welcome back to my channel. A few days ago, me and my fiance just went to our pre-wedding shoot, and I'd like to share with you some tips that we have learned. And if you are holding your pre-wedding shoot soon, then maybe this would be useful for you guys. So, the first step we did was to decide on the number of locations that we wanted to go and the number of hours that we wanted to engage our photographer for. So we had to come up with a few locations that are wet weather friendly and those that are not wet weather friendly. Come up with a plan B just in case the weather rains. Then for your outdoor shoots, you might need to change to indoor shoots. So that was what we did. So areas that are wet weather friendly that you can consider, courtesy of my photographer, this list. These places are Garden by the Bay, the Flower Dome, Cloud Forest, Floral Fantasy. Or you can consider areas like cafes, hotel rooms, coffee shops, Jewel, Changi Airport. The walkway towards Jewel, the travelators, they are under the supervision of Changi Airport. So you have, if you are intending to take photos there, you need to get a permit from both Changi Airport and Jewel. So other areas that are wet weather friendly are the National Museum, National Gallery, under Marina Coastal Expressway, IKEA, things like Reese Collection, Arcade, the Orchid Garden Glass House. Then other outdoor locations that are not wet weather friendly, you can consider Coney Island, Canterbury Road, Upper Pierce, Lower Pierce Reservoir, Henderson Waves, East Coast Park, Pasir Ris Park, Changi Beach, Fort Canning, Marina Barrage, Botanic Gardens, Jurong Lake Gardens, Teluk Blangah Hill Park, Marina South Pier, Seletar North Link. There are some locations that require a fee and a permit to shoot there. If you have no idea, you can ask your photographer that you're intending to engage on that day. So areas that require a permit or a fee are the Garden by the Bays, the Flower Dome, Cloud Forest, Floral Fantasy, National Museum, National Gallery also requires one, Jewel, Changi Airport, IKEA, supermarket, some supermarkets, National Museum, National Gallery. All these require a permit and a fee to shoot there. So remember to apply for them at least 1 to 2 weeks before your pre-wedding shoot. So after you have decided on the locations that you want to shoot at, then you can decide on the number of hours that you are intending to shoot. So for example, if you are only shooting at one location, then maybe you just need the photographer for around 1 to 2 hours. Then if you require more locations to be shot, for example 2 locations, then you can engage the photographer for 3 hours. If you want 3 locations, then 4 hours, etc. But your photographer should be able to advise you better. Yes. So things to bring on that day are for men to wear an inner shirt. So sweat stains can be quite visible through the main attire. If let's say the inner shirt is white, right? The shirt is also white. Sometimes for thinner shirts, you can actually see the inner shirt as well. So you better try before the actual day itself. For ladies to wear nude undergarments that are not visible through the clothing itself. So white undergarments sometimes can be visible through white clothes also. So make sure that it cannot be seen. Other things that are recommended to bring also, change of comfortable footwear to walk in between the photo shoot spots. For myself, I actually wore sneakers, and then for shots that require me to show my footwear, I changed into heels. Yeah, but I did not walk location to location in my heels. That would be quite uncomfortable. Other things to bring are portable fan, hairspray, dry tissue, wet tissue, bottled water, umbrellas in case of wet weather, and then mosquito repellent. Things that I found quite useful for us is the comfortable footwear, the new undergarment, the inner shirt. Portable fan we did not use that much because we shot early in the morning. Around for our outdoor location, we shot around 7 to 8 a.m. so the weather was still tolerable. But you should consider to bring if let's say you are doing an outdoor shoot. So we used dry tissues as well, bottled water, very important. Umbrellas, luckily we did not need to use because it did not rain, although the weather forecast showed that it was going to rain. Yeah, and that's it lah. But I highly recommend bringing all of this. Yes. So I will go through the actual days, the pre-wedding shoot schedule with you guys. We started off the day quite early, at least I started the day quite early. So my makeup started at 3:30 a.m. My makeup artist came to my place at 3:30, and from 3:30 to 5:30 a.m. she did my makeup, and then my fiance took a cab down to my place, and my makeup artist did my fiance's makeup from 5:30 a.m. to 6:15 a.m. Then after that, we all traveled down to Botanic Gardens, Gallop Extension, to shoot there from 7 a.m. to about 8:15 a.m. It was about to rain, but luckily the skies cleared, so we managed to get our shoot in. So if let's say the sky was about to rain or raining, we actually had a plan B, which was to go to Jewel to shoot. So prior to this pre-wedding shoot, we actually sought permits from Jewel as well, but we did not end up going to Jewel to shoot because our plan A managed to go ahead because the weather was clear. Yeah. So 8:15 a.m. onwards, we traveled to Garden by the Bay. We reached there about 8:50 a.m. Then we found a toilet that was very big, those nursing room toilets. And then I had my change of outfit and my touch up of my hairstyle and makeup in the toilet because we required a plug to change my hairstyle. Yeah. And my makeup artist took around until 8:45 to 9:30 to change my makeup, and then from 9:30 to 10:30 we shot at the Cloud Forest in Garden by the Bay, and then from 10:30 to 11 we shot at the last stop, which is Flower Dome. Then at 11 o'clock, both my makeup artist and my photographer left us. And because we purchased a package of Garden by the Bay, which involved all the 3 attractions, Cloud Forest, Flower Dome, Floral Fantasy, but in the end we did not manage to go to Floral Fantasy with my photographer. So after the photographer and makeup artist left us, we made our way to Floral Fantasy, and we took our own photographs there. Yeah, not professionally taken, but it was still very pretty there. So I will share some of the shots at Floral Fantasy there. Yeah, at the point of time where we were taking our pre-wedding shoot, Cloud Forest was having the Jurassic Park showcase. Yeah, and the Floral Fantasy was having the Disney showcase. So some shots had some dinosaurs, some shots had that we took ourselves had Disney characters. Yeah, so you have to if let's say you don't want these extra characters in your shoot, then you need to take into account which locations you're going to choose. Okay, so I go through with you guys what we spent in total for our pre-wedding shoot. Initially, we planned to spend maximum $2,000 on our wedding shoot, but it ended up being around 10% more expensive, around $2,200 if you consider our outfits, the cost of our outfits, then it will have been about $2,600 in total. So for our photographer, we engaged her for 4 hours from 7 to 11 o'clock, and we spent $838 for her. This was after a $150 discount because we also engaged her on the actual day as well. And then for our makeup artist, I spent $1,100. This included a fresh makeup look at the start, and then a change of styling for the hairstyle, as well as the touch-up of makeup in between, and also follow on for 4 hours during my shoot. So it's a bit expensive, but I really like her services because she was very patient. She helped us a lot in the logistics also during the follow-on, and she helped us to take very pretty behind the shoot scenes. So I highly recommend. Yeah, we did not engage a videographer for our pre-wedding shoot. Then the rental of the space for, the package for the Garden by the Bay, for all of us involved, it was about $202. And then the ang pao, we gave them $20 each, so $40. So total, excluding the outfit, it was $2,226. If you add the cost of our outfits, for my cheongsam that I was wearing is it was $299, and then for my fiance's formal wear, if I'm not wrong, it was about $100 plus. So if you add everything together, it would be about $2,600. Yeah, for my pre-wedding shoot. Hopefully this was useful for you guys if you are planning for your pre-wedding shoot. Don't forget to make a plan B in case of wet weather, and to obtain all your permits at least 1 to 2 weeks before your pre-wedding shoot. Okay, I will share some of the scenes of the pre-wedding shoot with you guys, and then when the photos are ready, I will update you guys too. Make another video soon. See you!